all that she does. Put your hands together for our speaker
Amen.
tonight. Is Liz Curley. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
I'll take my glasses off, which means I can't see none of you. This has been Personal Healing Month here at CFO. It has been amazing. Thank you, Pastor and Sister E, for adding this theme this year. I don't know about any of you guys, but I personally needed this one.
Yes.
So let's recap a few things from the month. Stop asking God why and start asking Him how. Yes, that hurt, that pain happened. It was and is very real. You cannot forget that it ever happened. But instead of why God, how God can you use this for your good and your glory. That also we talked about, that God doesn't just want to heal us, but He wants to make us whole. Like the woman with the issue of blood for 12 years. She had spent her all on doctors and only became worse. But the hem of His garment, she touched it. She was desperate. She was tired and probably broken. And broke. When she touched just a piece of His garment, she was made, not only she was healed, but Jesus told her her faith had made her whole. Then we talked about the 10 lepers who were cleansed. Only one returned and glorified God. Told him thank you. Again it states, thy faith had made thee whole. To me, that means any damage or result of that disease was restored. Fingers, toes, ears, finances, family, etc. Everything. Then, when we allow God, we talked about this, to not only heal us, but to make us whole, then we can be full and running over.
That's right.
Then can we be as the river of living water that is.
Come on.
When God will use our pain for His purpose.
Right.
To help others just like us to heal. We also learned this month that we've allowed the enemy to use deception and to make us believe all is okay with us.
All right.
That we've allowed God to touch those hurts just enough, maybe to stop the bleeding, to put a temporary bandage on it.
All right.
Or we've maybe upgraded to, instead of traction or a cast, an ace bandage, like Brother Tiemann said. But every time someone or something, or maybe a situation that brings up that pain, it starts bleeding again, because it's never truly been healed or made whole. This is where God has been speaking to me. He's been dealing with me at work for a few weeks now. I hope that today someone, including myself, which I really believe and I've been hanging on to let go and let God and to be made whole. I was sitting in an office with the door closed trying to catch up on a few things when a song came on the radio. Now let me tell you, it wasn't a Christian song, but it's okay, God can use anything.
All right.
The only part that jumped out at me was the chorus, which I later realized was the title too. I sat in that office and I wept and I wept. Nobody knew I did. The song title was, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. I wept because, for some reason, I realized that my past was affecting my present.
Come on.
That I was stuck. That I had taken the pain, which had happened and is still happening, and I had embraced it and associated it with the prize or the qualifying for the calling that God placed on my life. Don't misunderstand me. God will use it for His good and His glory.
That's right.
That when I associated the two, which was a deception from the enemy, then fear would slip in and start saying, do you want to go through that again? If you step into that fully, Liz, you'll lose your family all over again. You'll be all alone again. That I'm not qualified, and all because I cannot get past it. Because then the blame game starts. It's your fault. If you had or hadn't done this or that, again, deception from the enemy to keep the pain so fresh and bleeding so that those wounds would never truly heal, that this girl would never be made whole. And when we're not whole, we bleed on people that don't deserve it. Remember, in our recovery, we learned that hurt people hurt people. Well, I'm here to declare, and I can talk about it because God has done a healing. Well, I've come to serve notice to the enemy that this girl here is ready and willing to be made whole. That I am qualified. That it's not my fault. That my pain does have a purpose. That God will use me to help others become new friends. Heal people, help heal people. Some of you can get up and say I serve the devil over. There are some of you here that you heard this song and you sing this song every day. It's hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Holding on desperately to the pain, but not letting God heal it. I know, because I lived there. This is the last Sunday of March, Personal Healing Month. Don't leave here the same way you come in. Today is the day to allow God to heal your pain and allow Him to make you whole. Yes. Pastor and Sister E, the Rivers, the Demons, everybody has said so much more this week, have said this month. Tell God the truth. Confess it with your mouth. Open yourself up to Him today and let Him make you whole. Thank you for allowing me to share.